You reached the final episode of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 thinking you'd survive it emotionally, and then that scene happened? Because there's a huge difference between a battle you watch and a battle you feel. And the clash between Yuta Okkotsu and Ryu Nakamura was exactly the second kind, the kind that makes you pause the video halfway through just to breathe. Let's talk about this properly. The entire third season was constant pressure. The culling game colony arc threw characters into increasingly absurd situations, conditioning the audience to expect the worst. But no one, literally no one, was fully prepared for what the final episode delivered with this fight. Ryu Nakamura isn't just any antagonist. He's the kind of character the JJK universe uses to test the limits of what the protagonist truly is. Not his strength, his character. And Yuta, who since his first appearance carried the weight of being too powerful to control, enters this confrontation at a completely different point. He's not fighting out of fear of himself anymore. He's fighting fully aware of who he is. That detail changes everything. The episode's direction understood this and went all in. The camera cuts, the soundtrack shifting between silence and explosion, the animation that deliberately becomes rougher in moments of peak emotional intensity. All of it was intentional. Nothing was accidental. Studio Mappa built this sequence to hurt in a very specific way. And there's a moment in the fight, you know which one, where Yuta's technique reveals itself in a way that recontextualizes almost everything you've seen from him before. It's that kind of reveal Gege Akutami uses as a signature. You think you understand the character, and then he flips the table with a 5-second scene that changes how you read entire arcs. The fandom obviously exploded. Discussions about Yuta's power scaling came back in full force. Is he stronger than Gojo? Is he on the same level? The clash with Ryu gave fuel to every side of the debate. And what's interesting is that the manga itself never gives a clean answer on purpose, because power in JJK was never just about numbers. It's about context, technique, willpower, and the emotional cost of every battle. Ryu, in turn, came out of this fight as one of the most talked about characters of the season. He arrived as an obstacle and ended as a mirror. Everything he represented in the fight functioned as a question directed at Yuta. Are you willing to go as far as you need to go? And the answer Yuta gives is unsettling in a way only the best stories can be. That's what separates JJK from other shounen at the peak of its narrative. It's not the sakuga, not the hype, not the memes. It's the ability to take a high-level sorcerer battle and turn it into something that makes the viewer question what it really means to win. The final episode of Season 3 didn't end a story, it opened a wound. And now that Yuta has crossed that line, what price will he pay in the next seasons for what he did in that battle?